Let's do our blush inspired by Painted by Esther. You've probably heard the controversy between Patrick Ta and Painted by Esther. Everybody knows Painted by Esther for her iconic blush, and apparently Patrick Ta decided he was going to come out with transition blushes. He claims that this is the perfect way to get that exact pink under eye that Painted by Esther is known for. So we're going to do Painted by Esther's technique and show you that you don't even need those transition blushes. I've done the Painted by Esther technique before, but this time I'm going to do it with the way she intended it to be done. So I'm going to follow a tutorial that she did. First, apparently for this technique, you go in with your darkest blush shade or your most vibrant, and you put this in the back of your hand. I'm using this pink blush that I made. Apparently you go in with a big fluffy brush just like this, and you tap it just like that. And she starts at the apples and then brings it up. This is what the first blush is looking like, all blended. Now you go in with your concealer, and she just puts it right here. Going in with this clean dry powder puff. I'm gonna use this to blend out the concealer. This is what the concealer is looking like, all blended. Now you go in with another blush and you put that on top. So I'm gonna mix the one I have on my hand already and another one. I'll put that right here and mix the two together. This is what it's looking like, all blended. Now she goes in with her powder and she puts it in her hand like this. I'm using the one size pink powder. And going with the powder puff, she mixes it all in. And then sets her under eye. All powdered, I'm gonna go in with powder blushes using these two. First, going in with this bottom one in my Makeup by Ario A22 brush. I'm using that and I'm gonna feather this one out. Now I'm gonna be adding the lighter one. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna be mixing the Dow 6 Glam Light Snatching Powder. Going with a little bit of the peach one. A little bit of the blush. I'm gonna mix the two. I learned this from Dow's. And I'm gonna put this right here under the eye. This is what everything is looking like so far. Now I'm just gonna add a topper. I think this is just like a blush, but it's like a little glowy, so just gonna add that. And this is the finished look. Painted by Esther 8 down. I will be doing this every single time. This is how I achieved the blush, just following her tutorial. So if you have the money to buy the transition blushes from Patrick Ta, I would say buy it if you want to. If you don't, this is an easy tutorial on how to get that transition blush. Painted by Esther's tutorials, top notch. Love you guys so much and love you, Painted by Esther.